Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Desiree and I'm so happy that you're here. First of all, Happy New Year, guys. Why is it 2026? How are we here? Where's time going? I can't wrap my head around 2026 like at all. But either way, grateful, blessed to be here. You may see by the title of this video that this is a soft start into 2026 because, listen, my little worker bees, we do not need to hit the ground running the first day of the year. I think before you hit the ground running, it is imperative that you take some time to really reflect on the year prior. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I want to share some key themes that I noted for my 2025 and how I'm gently entering 2026. I wanted to make this video because I am a person who live and swore by my vision boards. By, New Year's Eve, we have it done. It's crafted. It is on the wall. And I would go full steam ahead. And these key expectations of just, turning my life around like a complete 180. This isn't that video where we're going to manifest the 2026 goals. We're not going to be putting a vision board together or talking, solely reflection, because it is important to think about the things you have accomplished, the things that you have survived, and what you've learned, and the things you want to carry into the new year. Once I realized my life had to be flexible, and that things could change the blink of an eye, and I really don't have a full control over the plan. I granted a lot of grace and flexibility for my goals and for myself. Really think about those things you want to bring into 2026 and how it will blossom eventually. So now that you kind of have that background of that, this is more of a reflection and gearing up for 2026, you've been warned. So yeah, I would like to say the main key themes that I've noted for my 2025 are self-care, discovery, endurance, and faith. The first theme we're going to dive into is self-care. It's not the indulgent type of self-care. It was more of like a discipline type of self-care. Coming out of 2024, going into 2025, I really wanted to prioritize my health and wealth because it's just, a lot of people take their health for granted, and I have some anxieties with health and medical professionals through personal life experiences. And I really said at the top of the year, I'm going to prioritize getting my doctor's appointments, meeting with these people, and just seeing, getting answers to some of the questions about things that I've noticed about my body. So yes, it may have not been getting my hair done every other month and mani-pedis. Want to give myself a big pat on the back because I met with my physicians and we figured out some game plans, and I prioritized my physical and mental well-being. I would say that was the first part of the health section. Then there was the wealth. I became really diligent with my budgeting because my husband and I were eloping that summer, and it's like, okay, I need to know where this money's going. There's some things that need to be handled. So it naturally came to a point where it's like I had to prioritize my finances and really be super strict about what I could have and whatnot. So no more leisure, no more retail therapy. Even though it wasn't the pampering and the glamorous, indulgent type of self-care that I would rather have, to be honest, I still want. I took it upon myself to really prioritize those things. Once I decided to take care of myself in these manners, I then had the opportunity to really discover what I wanted for myself. And that leads us to our next theme: discovery. Discovery, discovery, discover. At the top of the year, we decided to really take a leap of faith and invest into our photography skills, and eventually blossomed a business. We started off renting studio space and just really becoming comfortable in studio setting, working with lights, backdrops, a controlled space. We usually do outdoor shoots. So Daniel convinced me not to be so quick and eager to like make some money, only because I felt like we had plenty of like outdoor experience from like we've been shooting since 2018. He really directed me to think about long term and let's have fun, play, build our portfolio prior to like focusing on money. I think for the longevity of the company and the brand, the identity, he helped pull the reins back, and we were able to have creative freedom without the pressures of deliverable. We worked on our portfolio. We were able to bring creative ideas and execute them within the studio. Eventually came to some sort of alignment of where we see Samandu photography. Also within that discovery theme, I released a new video of like essentially a revamp of my YouTube, from Soleil Soray to House of Desiree. What do you have to offer in times like this? You know what I'm saying? In times like this, what are we talking about? I just knew I wanted to inspire beyond consumption. I totally like had a channel and content that revolved around thrift hauls, styling and shopping, and some vlogging here and there, but I just couldn't see myself outside those walls. So taking care of myself while exploring new mediums of art, I understood that I wanted to be intentional about content that I created. Now we have a lot of moving pieces. We're taking care of ourselves, newlyweds, starting a new business, and going into a new chapter for my YouTube channel. So these are a lot of new moving pieces. So it naturally brings us to the next theme of 2025, endurance. Baby, now in the third quarter of the year, I'm like learning to manage this new creative workload. I still work a full-time job in the hustle bustle, New York City. So there's a lot of energy that is allocated for that part of my life. Then the photography business, we're starting to like actually do mini shoots and things like that. So we are getting a bit of a taste of the type of clients and type of work we want to do. And it became full priority because now we have clients, paying clients that we want to make sure we reach these specific deliverables. So managing work, managing the business, and now my YouTube channel. I said I was going to do all this stuff, and then like Natural Des disappeared and was like, all right, I don't know if this is for me. Who knows? Like, why do I keep going through this cycle? And on top of being a newlywed, as well as just like my personal life, connecting with my friends and family and things like that. Didn't give up. I had to keep pushing. I reprioritized certain things that I was like my workloads. And I kept pushing through. I began to let go a lot of unrealistic expectations. So yes, I wanted to have a YouTube video out every single week, because that's what the peoples do. And I was like, you know what? I don't think that's working. We may need to do something bi-weekly. It's changed my workload, and it's not like I'm not showing up for this space. I'm able to show up for this space with me, being flexible and reprioritizing. I think that's the key thing about endurance You know, you got to let go of the guilt of feeling the perfections and just like sticking to the original plan. I think endurance is about flexibility. It is about reprioritizing your tasks so you don't get into a position where you're about to give up. And because you're just like, well, it's not looking the way I planned. Take it from me, from someone who have to have things look a certain way because that's how I planned it. No, you have to be malleable and flexible in order to get the job done. Some projects will have to take the back burner for a bit, but you know it's still there, and you just shift and adapt, and just keep going. That definitely was a major theme of my year. Endured and endurance, you know, just really pushing through on top of like the things that are beyond your control. As long as this boat is moving, I don't care. As long as it's moving, I don't care if it's moving an inch, a mile, we have to proceed forward. All right, the last theme of the year, lo and behold, a big, huge pillar is faith. 2025 required every ounce of faith. Like the foundation of my life and who I am is built on faith. It is one of the strongest pillars in my life and in my entire being. So sometimes it's hard to rock my faith because it's part of my identity, right? However, I'm not going to say that there aren't times where I am wallowing in self-doubt, in doubt at all, because life is going to life and it's going to continue to throw those curveballs, things that I just cannot control. While I am in the thick of it, enduring these new creative processes, making space for my personal and mental health and connecting with my friends and family, it did get overwhelming for a moment. You're just like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Because this is extremely hard. This is extremely hard. And you know, I'm tired of the waves of life just being so hard. Like I could really put up a facade of like, everything's cool. I know everything's gonna be fine. Like just because that's how I'm wired. But sometimes I'm just like crashing out. I started to really think like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the alignment for me? Even though my soul and spirit feels that it is. I want to see results. Show me the money. Like that's all. It's not all, but like that's where my brain is like, what are we doing? There were many opportunities for myself to be like, you know what? Be still, be chill, child. It is all working out for you. Since you need a little bit of reassurance here, here's a sign. Here's a reminder that everything is working out for you. Just continue to be obedient, continue to trust in the process. Yeah. And that's not even just like the creative, like, you know, the entrepreneur part of it. It's just like, you know, dynamics and family and relationships, you know, health and wealth. There's a lot of things that I can't control, but I'm a willing worker because I've invested a lot to see it through. As we're entering 2026 softly and gently, I'm not really doing a hard reset. I am more aware of how Desiree operates and how she moves, how to feed my rhythm. You know, just because everyone else is doing it a certain way doesn't always work out for me. I've become very aware that I need special treatment. I think a big part of bringing into 2026, what I want to continue to bring into 2026 is intentionality. I gotta move with intention and purpose. Other main theme I'm continuing to bring into 2026 is to continue to be gentle and gracious with myself. That's why I'm not rushing into the new year. I have some ideas of what I want to experience and to accomplish. This year is not really to accomplish. I think it's just I want to experience into 2026. So I don't have a vision board at hand. I have some floating themes and ideas, but I'm okay to just take the next month or two and just like really marinate in these life lessons, these themes of my 2025, and just heal from the things that almost broke me and carry on into this blossoming version of myself. I'm excited to see how I continue to evolve and become who I will become as I go. It's a continuation. It's not a reset. And yeah, I'm all about grace. Okay. This is not a full reset. It is a continuation. And I'm just as excited to see how myself, my businesses, my family, and all my close friends in the world really unfold in 2026. All right, guys, with that being said, it was so nice catching up with you. I hope some of these themes really connected with you guys. I encourage you all to really just sit and take a moment and think about some themes of 2025 and do the work of reflection and prepare to manifest the life, the evolution of yourself into 2026. I really hope this connected with you all. If it did, please, I would love to hear from you in the comments and we can extend this conversation further. Okay. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Happy New Year. Peace.